Welcome to Among Trees, and I'm going to do a walkthrough to get you through day one, where you're going to be able to build your house and also get the axe, maybe the fishing rod if you wanted to. Also, map, compass, and water canteen will be unlocked, and I will show you just how to do it. So we're going to come up to the house, and right here is the cabin that we're going to repair. My suggestion is go ahead and hit the Q, which will put the items that you need down here in the right side of the screen. So what we need is 6 fir planks and some sticks. And those are going to be located all around the house. So if you look down on the ground, we're just going to pick up everything that we can. And right here, it tells you to go ahead and hit tab to open up your backpack. So as you can see, I picked up the boards and the sticks, and we don't have that many slots in our backpack. If you come down to your outfits, you only have a coat that has no cold resistance. The stamina and speed, no difference in that. You got a small backpack that holds 12 slots. And right here is just a progression book. It will tell you where you explored your flora and construction. But when you find these items, it really does not give you any information about it. It just shows you that you have found it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to pick up these items off the ground right around the house. Go ahead and pick up some food as well while you're at it, which is any of the flora, like the mushrooms and stuff that are laying around the house. So once you have enough fir planks and sticks, go ahead and go to your house and just hit E to build it. As you can see, the cabin is now built, and it has a sleeping area, a save spot, and a basic storage. So let's go ahead and go inside. And as you walk inside, there's your bed that you sleep in at night. Here is your basic storage, which has 16 slots, and your save book. This is the only place that you can save the game. So I suggest every time you come to your house and before you leave it in the morning, go ahead and just hit save. It will save your game. That is the only place it will save. So just be sure you do that. So now you have 3 rooms that you are able to build. You got your cooking room, you've got your storage attic, and you got your crafting room. We are going to build the crafting room. This is the most important room to build first. So what we're going to need is the fir planks, steel wire, and stump moss. So we are going to go ahead and do that. Let me show you where all of this stuff is located. And I suggest putting the wood that you already have gathered into storage. This way you don't have extra, because you only have a limited amount of space in your backpack, plus you can only carry a limited amount. I think it's like 10 boards that stack at a time, so you don't want to carry too much when we're out looking for the items. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the house, and we are going to go directly back behind the house, straight back. And as we come up here, if you could see this tower right here, these are key locations for finding metal materials, blueprints, and other things. So what you're going to do is you're just going to search the entire area, and you want to pick up rope, bolts. Here's some steel cable on the ground. Definitely want to pick up all the fir planks that you are finding on the ground. So right here you'll see a box that requires a lockpick. You cannot open that just yet, so just leave that alone. And gather all the stuff that you can that's laying on the ground or that's in these piles of junk. You'll also find these wood boxes as well. You cannot get into those just yet. After day 1, you will be able to, because we will be able to craft an axe after day 1. So just make sure you pick up everything you possibly can find off the ground. And once you clear this area, we are going to look at the tower like this, and we are going to run in this direction right here. So right here, this is a stump, and right there is stump moss. So go ahead and grab that. Now these stumps may be random on where their locations are at. So if it's not right there, then it just keep looking for it. And if you have any questions or comments about the game, go ahead and leave them in the post below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So as we run around this mountain right here, we come across another of these sites that have a lot of the metal. So what we're going to do is we're just going to gather this all the materials again on the ground at this site that we did the other one. Also, keep an eye on the bottom right corner of your hunger and thirst. So like I said, when you're out there picking up items like these mushrooms, here is what you get for eating them raw. And once you make a kitchen, this is what you get cooked. So it doesn't matter right now that you eat them raw. You just need more of them. So just go ahead and eat them. And as you can see, it filled me up. There are a couple of items out here that you need to be careful of because they do have a chance of poisoning you. And I highly recommend do not eat those right at the start of the game. Wait till you open the kitchen and are able to cook them. So if we look right here, this is a blueprint, and all blueprints have this little light thing coming off of it. So go ahead and grab this blueprint. And as you can see, that's the lockpick blueprint. So now once we're able to build the lockpick after we make our crafting room, we will be able to get into these locked chests. My suggestion for now is leave like the seed packets alone. Don't take those with you because again, we're not going to be able to use those for a little while. And as you can see, I've got all the items except I need another stump moss, and I also need some water. So what I'm going to come down to this river and just go ahead and hit E to drink water out of it. And now what we need to do is we need to find one more stump that may have moss on it. And I don't think this one has it because there's a couple of these that this one is probably, I think it's hollow. Yep. So right here is another stump. And again, these are randomly located, so they're not always in the same spot as in every game. So where I find them, you may not find them, but they are pretty close in the same positions. And a key thing to remember about this game is watch the time of day it is. As the sun is starting to go down, you do want to try to make it back to your house at early game, because once the sun goes down and night hits, you will start to get cold and you could die from freezing out here. So just keep an eye on what the sun icon up there in the top right corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into the house, go over to the crafting room, hit E to build it, and as you can see, you unlocked it and you're able to craft tools, resources, and objects once this room is unlocked. So we're going to go ahead and come inside and take a look at the crafting table. So if you hit E, these are the resources that you are able to make. So the items that we picked up out at those destroyed towers, you're able to make other items out of what you picked up. So like if you need nails, you can use steel wire to make nails, and etc. So if you just click through, you will see what you need to make a lot of this stuff. Now, not everything. Some of these you have to go out to different areas to find. If we go down to tools, you get the Woodsman's axe, which we're going to make right now. Go ahead and click craft item, and it's made. You can also make a fishing rod. Here is the lockpick set that we had the blueprint for. You're also able to make a map, a compass, and a water canteen. I would suggest making the Woodman's axe first, and also the lockpick right at the beginning of the game. So down here is a health kit. This is the only med kit that you get at the beginning of the game once you open up this room. So if you run across the bear and there is no way to heal your wounds if he hits you, so the med kit is the way to do it. And then you later on have decorations, which I wouldn't worry about just at right now because of the resources that we want. We want to make these items up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make the lockpick set, which I'm going to need more nails and more bolts. So I need another set of nails and another set of bolts. What I can also do is right down here where it says note item. This is the same as hitting Q for the room. So if I note the item like this and hit the E key to close this screen, as you can see right down there in the bottom right corner is what I need. So I'm going to go ahead and craft the items that I need. So I need nails. So I'm going to go ahead. I do have 5 steel wire, and nails require 1 steel wire to make a set of nails. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And bolts right here from the steel pipes that we picked up out there. I'm going to make 1 set of bolts. Come back down to my tools over here at my lockpick set. Go ahead and craft this item. So now we've crafted both the Woodsman's axe and the lockpick all on day 1. As you can see up in the top right corner, it is nighttime. Down at the bottom, my sleep indicator shows that I am getting sleepy, and right there on the screen it's showing that. So before I go to sleep, I'm just going to hit the tab key real quick. And these are all the things that are in your backpack. So if you click on the Woodsman's axe and hit either 1, 2, 3, or 4, that will bind it to one of your keys. So I'm going to hit 2 and bind it to the key. The lockpicks, they're passive. They can stay in your backpack and you can use them whenever, just as long as they are on you. So what I'm going to do is, you know what? That is going to be it for this one, because we're going to go ahead and sleep. And we made it through day 1, and hopefully you survived. And if you have survived, you will see a little achievement down at the bottom right hand corner for living through day 1. If you wake up in the morning and you're starving, make sure you just have some food on you so you can go ahead and just eat right away in the morning. And that is going to be it for this video. So be sure, if you want to continue on, I am going to make a day 2 video. And what I'm going to do is to make the cooking room on my next video. So once again, you guys, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. I would try to get the answer to you as soon as possible. And you guys have a great time out there being among the trees, exploring. I am Magic Flying Potato, and I am out.